What's going
Am I
on?
doing the intro?
No, that's it. That's it. It's a very, very quick intro. We're now live. We have a handful of people in here, but I just tweeted, so maybe it gets larger, and maybe I'll tweet that we're giving away an SFB spot.
I think that'll get the people in here.
You
I think you
so?
say we're talking about wrestling. People are like, but then you say you're giving something away. People they'll come pouring in.
All right, I'll try that. We'll see what it does. People were just here an hour ago to watch race day, so but
Okay.
Joey and Iain are here to talk a little wrestling, talk a little Clash at the Castle, and maybe some other stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been wanting to do another wrestling talk with Iain. Our last one was so short. It was so short. I wanted it to be longer. And Scott and I've been talking about doing this again. And then, hey, we've got a premium live event this weekend. So yeah, we're going to talk about Clash of the Castle. Iain, before we talk about that, I want to know, you've been watching some WrestleManias and stuff. Like, what have you been seeing? What have you been liking? What matches have you just fallen in love with? Let me know. Let me hear.
I mean, some parts that make wrestling matches really fun are surprise entrances, and just near falls are really cool. Like, the Undertaker doing a choke slam, and then they somehow kick out at like 2 3/4.
Yeah.
Do you have any matches specifically that you thought were awesome?
I really liked the Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels match I watched, WrestleMania 25.
That was the one in Orlando, correct?
I don't remember where it was.
Okay. One of the Taker Shawn Michaels matches was in Orlando. I was supposed to be at that one. I didn't get to make it, and I was super sad because it's such a great match.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're liking Shawn Michaels. How old are you now, Iain?
How old are you?
11.
11. So that's is that 6th grade?
Yep, going into 6th.
6th grade, my favorite wrestler was Shawn Michaels. With his journey to beat Bret Hart for his very first championship. I'm going to give you some homework. Your next match you're going to watch is the Iron Man match with Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. It is fantastic.
I love Iron Man matches.
Yeah, they're super fun. Ladder matches are really fun too. The first one with Razor and Shawn is really good. So there's tons of great stuff for you to get into. Oh, you watched that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
My best friend Chase Raymond and I used to reenact that match over and over and over again because at that time we had never seen anything like that. So really good. All right, well, let's get into Clash at the Castle. I'm just going to run through the matches. I'm going to ask you who you think's going to win, what you think might happen, and then I'll tell you, what I think is going to happen. We'll keep it really easy. So first match, we're going to look at the World Heavyweight Championship, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. What's going to happen, Iain? Tell me, who's going to win?
I think so. You know how in the past Raw, Drew McIntyre beat Finn Balor, so Judgment Day is barred from ringside, and they can't come. I think they're still gonna come, and they're gonna cheat a bit. I think Drew McIntyre is still gonna knock off Damian Priest.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you think CM Punk shows up?
I think that could be the Raw after, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. All right. We're going to drag that out a little bit. I like that. I think I'm along your thinking. I think if Drew is going to lose, it's going to be because CM Punk interferes in some way. But I think this is kind of a makeup for the last Clash at the Castle when Drew McIntyre was basically in his hometown and everyone wanted him to beat Roman Reigns. And you talk about close counts. There was tons in that match. So I think this is the makeup for that. I think they put the title back on him. And that builds to that CM Punk or maybe Gunther at SummerSlam. So, yeah, I do agree with you on that.
I was going to say that might be the reason he loses is to keep going with the Punk thing, keep Drew getting screwed, and have Gunther fight Damian Priest instead. Keep that to a different side. I could see that.
Did you say play fight?
Yeah, play fight. It's a
you
joke.
Mean wrestle? Okay.
I accidentally said play, but
okay. Yes. I'm going to skip the next match on my sheet because I want to talk about that one last because I know you want to talk about that one the most. So let's look at WWE Women's Champion Bayley versus Piper Niven. Who do you think is going to come out there, Iain?
It's definitely Bayley. I don't think Bayley's reign could end this quick, like 60-something days. Like, Piper Nevin I don't think she's there yet at the championship level.
I agree. It's cool that she's getting an opportunity in Scotland. But yeah, I do agree with you. And the thing about SummerSlam is they always want to put some of their big pay-per-view now with the premium live event. It's going to take me forever to get used to that. They want to have marquee matchups, and we know Nia Jax has that match at SummerSlam against the champion.
Yeah.
Bayley versus Nia Jax. It's a bigger match. So I agree with you on that. I think that's what's going to be going on there. Intercontinental Championship. This might be the one I'm most interested in, just from I think a lot of shenanigans could happen. Yeah. Sami Zayn, the champion, versus Chad Gable. Ian, what's going to happen?
It's definitely Sami Zayn. I feel like Chad Gable's not going to beat him, but I think this is finally where Otis and Alpha Academy finally turns on Chad Gable.
It's like you're reading off my notes, Ian. I completely agree. I think Otis, this is where he's like, I've had enough. And he turns on him. And I don't think Chad Gable needs the championship. I think him and Otis can kind of sell itself as a match, and then he can kind of get it down the road a little bit. So yeah. I do agree with you. Once, Ian, we are just on the same page today. I love this. Next match, women's tag team championship. So it's Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Fire and Isla Dawn? Isla Dawn, yeah. And then Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Yeah. And did you hear about Alba Fire's mom? She passed away in a car accident this week. I'm surprised she's actually going to be performing. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not hear that. Wow.
Yeah. Here she came to visit her, I think, down here in Orlando. And yeah, she passed away in a car accident. So I was actually surprised to see she's still competing. So good for her. So Ian, what's going to happen here?
I mean, I could slightly see Alba Fire and Isla Dawn coming out with it because it's in their hometown, Scotland. But Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are so unstoppable that their reign will go for another 2 years or something, in my opinion.
I agree with you. I think what might be interesting here, though, is I kind of agree. If there's going to be a team that's going to win it, it's going to be them. But talk about marquee matchups. Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill at SummerSlam. That'd be a pretty big match. So maybe they get mad at each other during the match, turn on each other. Maybe we see something like that. But I think if we're betting, if we're going to bet some money, it's going to be on Bianca and Jade. All right, Scott, let's give away a spot, and then we'll talk about the big match.
Okay. I did wonder if the Bianca Jade thing was going to happen. It looked like it was shaping up to happen at the semifinals of King of the Ring. I thought for a second that might happen, but they made sure it didn't.
Who won King of the Ring again?
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
And who was the king of the ring?
Gunther.
Gunther.
Yeah. Okay.
I never know.
Yeah.
He's gonna have the championship by the Royal Rumble. I guarantee it.
You think so?
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Yeah, he's so ready for it. All right. Yeah. Let's give away a spot, and then we'll talk about the last match.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's present.
I'm gonna make Ian squirm.
Spinny wheel thing.
All right.
There's a spinning wheel thing that we're presenting. All right. What do we want to do? Do we want to make the chat say a word and I'll type in a bunch of names or
chat type in Cody, CODY, and
I'll give you about a minute.
On the wheel.
Yeah. I'll give them about a minute to type in Cody and I'll Yeet. Yeet would have been a good one.
We should have had the chat say Yeet.
Oh,
we got a lot of Codys.
Yeah.
So last time I was on another show, Ian, why Scott puts all these names in, and with Kevin Tompkins, and we have decided that at some point we're going to make you watch some New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's kind of where AJ Styles, where he really kind of honed his craft. Finn Balor started in New Japan. There's a lot of good stuff over there.
Yeah.
So at some point we're going to make you watch some Kenny Omega matches from Japan. It's good stuff. Yeah, a lot of people in here. Let's see if we got some questions in here. We can answer them, Ian.
Question. Yeah. Does the chat
I
have any-
can't post them though because I don't have the power for that.
Well, they're watching. They can.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't have the power to put it up. That's right.
Jerry saying Bret Hart was always his favorite. Okay, Ian, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there one wrestler you can't stand right now?
Chad Gable.
Ah, okay. Now, is it that he's so good at being a heel that you don't like him, or you just really do not like him?
I mean, it's just there's heels where it's like Damian Priest, like he's nice to the Judgment Day and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but then there's heels like Chad Gable who are just rude and obnoxious to everybody around them.
And Ian, those are my favorite ones. I'm such a nice person in real life that when I watch wrestling, I want the people that are just dirtbags to everybody. I don't know why. It's this weird tick in my head. But like Seth Rollins, when he went through his main heel run before he won the championship, probably one of the most fun times I've had watching pro wrestling, because he would win by, there's a phrase called hook or crook. Like he never had a clean victory. And so when he cashed in at WrestleMania and beat Roman, like it was supposed to be Roman Reigns' night, and Seth cashed in, I could not stop laughing. It was so funny. So, all right, let's see some questions for you, Ian. Nobody cares what I think. Everyone wants to know what you think. Let's see.
So do we want to run this thing?
Yeah, let's run the wheel.
Yeah, we got here. I'll throw this up so Ian can answer it in a second. But let's spin the wheel while we're going. One person is getting into SFB. Let's see who it is. Who is it, Ian?
Adam Patterson.
Congratulations,
right.
Adam. We're going to get you in, assuming you're signed up and eligible and all that stuff. I'll go look it up in a few seconds, but congratulations. Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, let me just scan these questions real quick. Make sure we don't got anything else.
I put up the thoughts on Logan Paul, Ian.
Yeah.
I mean, he's built for it. I mean, he's had a really good run at it. Like 2 years in the league, and he's already taken the United States Championship.
He's marketable. He's
I
think he's I actually thought that match with Cody was really good.
Yeah.
It's very impressive how quickly he has taken a shine to it, where you look at somebody, and I don't mean to be rude, but you look at Ronda Rousey, who didn't pick it up as quickly. She did fine, but she didn't seem to want to play the game. And Logan Paul, he seems like he's there to play, and he's taking the high risk maneuvers, and so it's good to see. Oops. All right. I think. Oh yeah. We have requests for you to do a yeet. Ian, can you give us a yeet?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
There we go.
Yeet with it.
All right.
Yeet.
I see somebody asking, is there fantasy wrestling? There is. You can play. They need to come up with some better scoring systems for it, though. All right, Ian, let's stop delaying the inevitable. Let's talk about the WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Tell me why AJ Styles is going to win this match.
Well, first off, he's not.
There we go.
Cody's the best wrestler in the WWE, and eventually will be the best wrestler ever.
All right.
Jeez.
I like the call out. I do think we've got match of the night here with these two, and Cody's going to win. I don't see Cody losing the championship until well after next year's WrestleMania, or maybe at WrestleMania. We still see how the story has to play out as far as
let's get it to 2026 SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Is it going to be there in Minneapolis?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you guys.
So it's a ways off, but I think we want to go if he still likes wrestling at the time, which I imagine he will.
Yeah. Well, Ian, I'm really glad you're getting into this. Any other thoughts about Clash of the Castle, which you think might happen?
I don't know.
It can be no.
It can be no.
I mean, at first when Cody announced an I Quit match, I thought it was like whoever loses the match has to retire. But then we looked it up, and it was like you have to say into a microphone, "I quit."
Yeah.
And I can see that match really getting down to the wire with Cody almost losing. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to.
I feel like AJ and him put on a good match. They put on a good match.
Yeah. AJ is one of those. It's a nice stepping stone during the championship run. Just have like a really classic match during your championship run that will be remembered. I think this could be kind of one of those matches for Cody Rhodes, but there's no way that AJ Styles is going to beat him. So, and I'm happy because while I say I love the heels and I do love me some AJ Styles, I do love Cody Rhodes, and I'm so happy to see everything he's done. So we'll keep the belt on him for a while longer. Cool.
You don't know this, but Joey and Cody were good friends down in Orlando, and they hung out all the time back in the day.
Really?
You know, Simon knows him.
Do you really?
I did not know that. When he was growing up, he played Xbox and PlayStation with Cody's little brother, and Cody would come in all the time. Like, talk to Simon about it. Yeah, we tried to get him on FYF when he was in New Japan, and then Cody. AEW started up and it was like, okay, we can't contact him anymore. And then now with WWE, he's massive. So yeah, but we almost had Cody Rhodes on the show like 2 years ago for my birthday.
That would have been insane. And you had to settle for me on that day too, which just made it even worse.
Yeah. No, that was the Dave Richard birthday show. So it was even worse than you. Make sure Dave gets that clip of me saying that.
I won't clip it. I'll just tell him. Dave, Joey says you're worse than me. Care to comment?
Ian, I am so glad that we got to do it. Let's do this again soon. Okay. SummerSlam's coming up. Let's do the week before SummerSlam. Let's do a whole SummerSlam preview. All right.
Love it. All right. Thanks everybody for showing up. We'll catch you later.
Yep.
Bye.